Uou, a chama. Hipogrifo. Hipogrifo. Nossa. Hipogrifo. Rank B. Mas bora lá então, gente. Bora ajudar o Wade aqui a se livrar dos escudos negros.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Atenção. Ravel, você que tá jogando mais que eu, o que você tá achando do jogo? Você acha que ele consegue... Você acha que é jogo do ano? Membros do grupo. Durante a missão principal, companheiros diferentes dispostos a ajudar poderão viajar com Clive. Porém, dependendo do destino, eles podem preferir permanecer no esconderijo. Ah, nice! Aí, é do Brasil, o Wade vai vir com a gente. Eu falei, fazia sentido. A gente liberou... Trouxe a tropa da Ambrose. Então tinha mais um Chocobo. Tenho certeza que ia rolar party maiores. Mas beleza, temos o Wade. Será que agora, tipo... O Wade vai ficar, tipo... A gente pode... Vamos ver.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Yeah!
Costas. Ok. Tô achando que agora vai rolar um set piece interessante aqui. Ó, aquilo que eu tava reclamando funfou com o de NPC aqui, agora sim.
Come along now.
Bastards are looking.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Meu comando, my lord. O destino da missão está próximo. Vou chegar cavalinho de pau de Chocobo Dragon no livro. Eu vou indo, depois eu colo. Bom joguinho aí. Valeu, Ravel. Bom trabalho, mano. Abração, seu lindo.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Bom trabalho aí, seu lindo.
You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog,
Ei, fala assim no cachorro
could
não.
guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
For us area! For us area!
Rosária! Ah!
Your
Foca no
petty
mago!
revolution
Foca no
ends
mago!
here.
Ai, filha de uma
On
maga
these our swords
boa,
we
mas seu
swear.
pai era um mago cuzão. Isso que você vai atacar pelas costas. Ah, acabou?
This one.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
To me,
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Oxi. Tá, agora eu posso falar sem uma... Ih,
A
fodeu.
noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Dragão! Eu não entendi ainda.
Nice try.
So wait.
there's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him. Nice try.
Push the advantage!
Logo. Espalhos. Ok. Ela Imperial.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Beleza, concluímos mais uma missão.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul,
Okay. Pelo menos parece que o tio do Clive parece gente boa,
knowing
né?
that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Selo obtido, você aceita a lâmina queimada de Wade.
I
Ok.
shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Porto Isolde, Província Imperial. Mansão Rossfield, ok. Ah, pô, foi rápido. Nossa, eu pensei que eu ia pra lá ainda. Ok.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Vamos ver o tio dele.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rossfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well.
Eu ia falar, bugou? A espada não foi renderizada?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
É, a parte do pai do Clive parece que todo mundo é
You always
gente
were
boníssima.
fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have.
Ele contou pro tio
A
dele.
galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then?
Ah,
About
então ele falou
everything?
tudo. Putz.
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Caraca, aí, hã? Mas que a gente tá muito bom, mano.
One thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Gostei do tio do Clyde.
Over there. Go on. She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
É hora do beijo, é agora.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Beleza, então, gente, bora lá. A gente tá indo pra onde agora? O esconderijo. De volta pro esconderijo? Isso aqui já é direto. Deixa eu dar uma olhada. É obrigatório pro esconderijo, não tem nem missões secundárias. Então bora lá. Que eu quero ver o desfecho dessa viagem. Cá estão os
Only the
monstros.
Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Beleza, já tem uma side quest ali pra gente pegar. Na verdade tem duas. Bora lá pegar essa daqui primeiro.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Beleza, bora fazer as
Something tells me you
receitas.
won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of
Advogado
Oriflamme, if
vigarista.
the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Beleza. Dessa vez eu não vou priorizar. Eu quero avançar um pouquinho na história. Porque aí depois quando a gente for fazer, a gente já faz várias missões ao mesmo tempo. A gente já faz a missão de caçada. E também já faz as missões secundárias. Bora lá pegar aquela outra.
How did we never
There are
hear?
new billets being posted every day.
August. Okay.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Missão aceita. Casa de ferreiro. Bora ver essa daqui primeiro. As missões de NPCs diretas aí eu quero fazer. Sombra flicando ali. Tá bem bonito, né?
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Que maneiro.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal.
Deslizando pelo cenário. Ah, que massa. Ah, não, confundi com outro NPC. Mas mesmo assim, eles estão interagindo entre si, já acho bem feitinho.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
Beleza, agora a gente tem que ir atrás dessa peça pra dar pra ele, com certeza.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Vamos já deixar essa missão já engatilhada. Aí quando a gente for sair, é só ir lá comprar. Ou vai ter que ter alguma luta, né?
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
Nossa, eu vou
At
quebrar.
least you admit it.
Acho que eu vou quebrar
So, it
a
sounds
minha
like going
própria
after
promessa
that
de não
griffin
fazer a
might be the
side
best chance
quest.
we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Eu tô sentindo que depois dessa quest, essas quests que tem o símbolozinho verde com mais, eu acho que talvez o ferreiro vai começar a vender itens melhores e reforçar essas armas mais raras, sabe? Vou falar com o Nectar aqui. Eu ouvi dizer que caçaram... peraí. Eu vi você dizer que quer caçar um grife. Eu tenho um anúncio perfeito pra você, Cupo. Um terror que os moradores locais chamam de hipogrifo. Ok. Hipogrifo. Enquanto passavam por uma trilha que conectava a ala perdida de Cairnorvant, um dos nossos membros se deparou com um vento tão forte que torcia o tronco dos velhos carvalhos, e ouvi um grito tão terrível que fez sair correndo. Ao serem questionados, os habitantes locais contaram que nessa área há um grifo ancião conhecido como hipogrifo, uma criatura odiada por seu apetite por chocobos e crianças. As crianças tudo bem, mas os chocobos não, mano. Eu sou um defensor de chocobos. Muito sobre os caçadas. Eu tenho que pegar a caçada? Eu tô fazendo alguma coisa errada? Não, né? É só ir no lugar. Tá maluco, né? É só isso. Use o quadro de caçada para localizar o hipogrifo. Ah, tá. Era só isso, só. Será que as caçadas eles não marcam mais o mapa? Cadê? Para o açougueiro de repouso, tá. Eu acho que não vai estar mesmo. Orvante, tá. Não é isso mesmo. Vai ter que anotar. Onde é? Ala perdida. Aqui em Cairnorvant, ok? Três juncos. Colinas. Ah não, fica marcado aqui. Fica o desenho. Ala perdida. Bora lá, resolver 2 missões de uma vez. Uma missão de caçada e uma side quest. Beleza. Ninho do dragão, caçada imperial. Tá. Vale Norvante. Pra cá, só seguir reto.
Good day to you.
Cara, essa vila aqui, eu moraria nesse lugar, mano. Eu acho esse lugar muito bonito.
The crystals we get from the tailor will...
Então, tenho toda certeza que pra cá. Não posso chamar meu chocô.
Let's go.
Okay. Vou ver se eu tô certo. Engraçado, né? Os itens. Viúva Negra. Caraca, tá tudo jogando em mim, mano. Ali encontramos nossa caça. Vamos dar jeito. Ah, essa planta chata. Pronto. Não, na verdade não é o hipogrifo, é o outro. Mas...
No mistakes.
Eu penso que a gente também tem que caçar, né? Garra de Wyvern. Pra lá. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui pra ver se eu não tô sendo bocão. Pode ser aqui também. Tá, ele falou de um Vale de Norvante. Aqui, Vale do Norvante pra cá. Prados Reais, Ninho do Dragão. É aqui, tá certo. Não. São vocês que eu tô atrás. Cachorrinhos selvagens.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Uou, achamos. Hipogrifo. Hipogrifo. Nossa. Hipogrifo. Rank B. Cheguemos. É 28. Au! Hora do combo. Nossa! Bicho bonito, dá até pena de matar. Esse golpe é sacanagem, hein, bicho.
Help me, boy.
Nope. Troquei. Cadê? Fogo. Agredimos a fauna e a flora.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man?
Pera aí. Calma aí, moço. Você pode... Eu vou esperar um pouquinho. Oh, meu Deus, tadinho.
Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She send you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Fade in, fade out, já explicamos toda a situação.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Beleza. Foro tratado. Fizemos a missão de caçada. Cadê? Opa. O ruim das missões de caçada... Nossa, costume apertar L2 pra dar zoom. Zoom out. Bem, a gente já vamos pra fazer a segunda side quest, a gente já volta e já entrega as duas. Fica mais rápido. Será que a gente tem que pegar as flores, né? E depois caçar ainda um bicho único pra fazer o prato. Vamos ver se aquilo que eu falei que tinha no 15 vai ter nesse. Que é os pratos bonitos, que dá vontade de comer.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, and there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that, and even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Vamos pra 3 juntos. Não tem cristal próximo. Vou pegar esse daqui. Cristal de 3 juncos pra chegar aqui. Eu acho que aqui é mais rápido, na real. Bora lá, gente.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha.
Só depois da ponte.
You go causing any trouble now?
Caraca.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Vou lá com isso. Esse modo semi-despertado eu acho legal. Só que eu tenho um pequeno problema. É muito efeito de fogo, você não vê porra nenhuma. O investida joga ele pra cima. Dá pra fazer uns combos. Dá pra terminar o combo, carregar esse golpe aqui. Mandar ele dar investida, vai jogar pra cima e eu continuo no alto. Inimigo mais forte eu vou tentar. Beleza. Acho que foi só isso mesmo. Basicamente, feito. Agora vamos lá entregar as side quests e vamos ver se rola de melhorar as coisas pra fazer upgrade. Primeiro vamos fazer o da cozinha, que eu acho mais... tanto faz, né?
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
É. Violeta inusitada.
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Meu Deus. E todos morreram. Algum tempo depois. Nossa.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
E morreu.
Odin's teeth. What, the salt on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. and yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Ok, né? Senti saudade do Final Fantasy XV com as comidas bonitinhas. Siga de valentia, ok. Agora a gente vai lá.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the geezer.
Bloody busybodies, the both of you.
How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
Lá vamos nós.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Beleza. Agora vamos ver se ele começa a fazer os itens melhorados, pelo menos. Ou pelo menos reforçar já os itens que a gente já tá usando. Esquema de cinto de matador de dragão. Um diorama detalhado de passo para confeccionar um cinto digno de um herói. Necessário para fabricar cinto de matador de dragão. Ok. Projeto do cinto de matador de dragão desbloqueado. Ok. Esquemas. Você obteve um esquema do cinto matador de dragão. Esquemas desbloqueiam novos projetos de criação no martelo preto. Visite Blackthorn no esconderijo para obter detalhes sobre os requisitos materiais. É isso mesmo. Agora ele vai fazer... Consegue fazer os itens mais... Tá. Flamilíngua. Com a língua de fogo ele preferiu as palavras da destruição. Ok. Cinturão elétrico. Tá. Comparar equipamentos.
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
Electron. Putz, ele não mostra.
And how am I meant to do that then?
Bracelets do mata-draco. Massa gelatinosa. Beleza, agora já tá aparecendo algumas coisas melhores pra se fazer já. A questão é saber onde que dropam essas coisas. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
A Karen,
What can I do for you?
Ver se ela vende algum
Going
tipo de
persuading you down?
Bobina das músicas, ela tá vendendo. Ela não vende material.
Finished, are you?
Beleza, vamos lá fora. Opa, não é desse lado. Que lado é? É do outro lado. Vou decorar esse lugar. Pronto, me encontrei.
How did we never hear of these guardians of the...
Ok. Pensei que tinha que pegar a recompensa, mas basicamente eu já pego na hora que eu mato o bicho.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Vamos dar uma olhada aqui.
Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Uma faísca de esperança. Tamanha a fama de dissídio fora da lei que boa parte da minha clientela prefere passar tempo falando sobre as façanhas dele ao realizar as suas próprias. Por isso, sinto-lhe que devo pelo menos parte dos meus ganhos. Um indivíduo admirado deixou isso na mesa de cabeceira, que sirva melhor pra você do que pra ele. Um anel do Berserker. Por isso eu quero dar uma olhada.
You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Bora lá. Para
There are new billets.
dar uma olhada agora depois de um tempo. Mudar nosso inventário aqui. Tributos, não. Espada, a gente crê que não tem nenhuma melhor. Ups. É uma coisa. Mesma coisa. Agora a gente vai brincar aqui. Aumenta a quantidade de XP obtida. Eu acho que a gente não precisa mais disso. Aumento da dano da laceração em 15%. Esses daqui são o quê? Diminui o tempo da recarga das chamas do renascer. Não. Aumento do... Diminui o tempo de recarga. Não. Opa. Anel do Berserker. Aumenta temporariamente a potência do ataque a cada esquiva precisa. Putz, é esse que não quer. Fechados pelos inimigos. Também vamos tirar aqui. Aumenta o ataque em 12. Aumenta a defesa em 13. Laceração. Vou colocar do força. Aumenta o dano de ciclone escarlate em 8%. Pronto. Beleza. Essa magia aqui é boa. Vamos mudar 1400. Pô, tá dando ponto pra caramba agora, pelo menos. Furacão não. Habilidade meio meh. Gostei muito dessa habilidade. $2.300. Vou deixar ela. Tá no máximo, né? No momento tá no máximo. Ok. Sobrou 400. Tô achando que eu vou fazer um... Vou melhorar alguma das habilidades aqui. Não vai dar pra melhorar nenhuma. Nada barato. O que é isso aqui em cima? Vou aumentar a ajuda da Fênix. Então é isso. A gente deu uma melhorada aqui na nossa build. A gente fez a side quests. Tem mais alguma side quest? Nenhuma. Agora é só dar aquela pausinha pra beber uma água e a gente continua.